How the hell is everybody doing out there this evening? This is Queerbomb 2015. This is a beautiful yard. This is a strange occurrence. This is nice. There's birds, peacocks, strange animals from every corner of the swamp in here. This is our 6th year of doing Queerbomb. Our 6th year of doing Queerbomb. And I thought it would be appropriate. My name is Paul. I'm one of the people who helped organize Queerbomb from the start back in 2010, 9. Oh God, what year? 9, yeah, sure. I thought that it would be appropriate to give thanks to a couple of entities that allowed Queerbomb to happen over the years. I want to give a first and foremost heartfelt blessing upon that space right across the road over there. That's Pine Street Station over there. And Reggie Thomas worked her ass off for many years, at least the last 5 years out of our 6, to make us able to find a home that we could express ourselves in, to make us do crazy kinds of works before that home could be completely constructive, and to allow us to play in a field across the street that we really enjoyed so much. And the changing climate of the city caused us to bring ourselves over here tonight to Fair Market. So I want to give a thanks to Fair Market for letting us into the air yard tonight, and to stay on the same block with all of the things that we like to do together. There's an entity down the road called the North Door. The North Door has been around. It's changed its name about 8,000 times. But the North Door was the first place we ever had Queerbomb, down on the loading dock, right down the road. And they've always been with us every year, and they've always supplied us with the liquor, with the love, and with the lubrication that we need to have a wonderful evening, everybody. So for the North Door, I want to give a big shout out to for housing us in the best way possible. And I want to say a big thank you to the city of Austin. We started out 6 years ago as a political rally. We came out of the holes in the dirt, and we said that we had a problem with the way that things were going here in Austin, with Austin pride, and we didn't know what direction to go into, and they kind of picked us up, and they kind of gave us a lot of freedom without a lot of money to be paid. And the city of Austin has continued to take care of us every year for 6 years. The city council chopped off $1,000 from our debt this year just to support all of this out here today. And the APD in the city has been quite kind to us, everybody. So a huge thank you to the city. A huge thank you to the council for allowing us this moment in this beautiful yard together. A huge thank you to the goddess for letting it rain on Austin for so long that we have grass in the yard and lush trees and beautiful signers named Bethany next to me. And a huge thanks to the volunteers, the people who spend all of their hard time to make Queerbomb happen every year. It's open to the public. Everyone who wants to go through the door can go through the door. And we had a beautiful family of people who came through the door this year and made this happen. So thank you to all the people who have volunteered to make this happen, who worked with the city, who worked with the establishments that we're in right now, who worked all the years tirelessly with Pine Street, with North Door, who made this happen every year for 6 years. Thank you so much. And thank you to the alumni. There's a group of people in this yard who started working on Queerbomb 6 years ago, and they're still here working on it today. And I want to all my heart, thank you to sticking around and to making this happen today and to putting all your hard-earned effort into this. So, thank you. I think thanks should be laid out first and foremost. This is an event that we're having. This is a yard that we're filling up. Everyone in the yard is aware that we're gonna march down 6th Street. Are you correct? we're gonna march down the straightest street in Austin, Texas, and we're gonna give them a large dose of our faggotry, of our queerness, of our otherworldliness, of all of the chemistry that we bring to a yard up in here. And there's a couple of things that I want y'all to know before we branch out and take over 6th Street. The one thing that we need to understand is that we're in here in this yard right now, and the way the procession is going to happen tonight is that when it's time to march at 9 o'clock, we're gonna go through the building, we're gonna go out the cargo door, and then we're gonna go down 5th Street, up Brazos, and we're gonna continue and return back to the building. So the main thing I want everybody to understand is that when it's time to march, everyone's gonna turn and walk through that gorgeous big tin can that you all came in on, and we're gonna go through the tin can, out the cargo door, onto the street, and we're gonna march down 6th, go up Brazos, come back up 7th. We're gonna return here, and there's gonna be the most gorgeous official Queerbomb after party you've ever fucking put into your pants tonight, everybody. In this room tonight, we're gonna dance our freaking yay off, and we're gonna celebrate all of the beautiful diversity of this goddamn old gorgeous community up in here. And when we talk about community, what we like to do is have a political rally, and we like to bring speakers from the community, from our community, not from out of town, not performers who are gonna make you dance. We want people from the community who are gonna talk to you from our community, who are gonna address issues that are going on in our community. Because so many times we find ourselves glued to some social media. We find ourselves throwing down our own opinions on a machine. And what we want to offer you today is a moment to acknowledge voices within our own community off of that machine, away from that fucking machine, and up here on a stage where we address some issues. This is a gathering. This is not a festival. Austin has so many festivals right now, it's gonna shit its diaper anytime soon. And no one's there to change it. But this is a gathering. This is a gathering that we come together for every year to address the social changes that we're going through, to address the concerns that we have within our community. We started Queerbomb out to address pride. We started Queerbomb out to address the corporate hold on pride. And why does pride have to be controlled by a bank, by a car dealership, by these entities that just want your fucking money? They want your fucking money. Why must that be? So we started Queerbomb 6 years ago to address corporate pride. And we're here 6 years later addressing so many more topics that are so relevant to us right now in our community and around the frickin' world. And we've gathered some really beautiful speakers tonight to talk about where the hell we are, what the fuck we're doing, why the hell we're here in this yard tonight, and how the hell we can help ourselves make ourselves a better community here in Austin and around the world. And that's what Queerbomb is. It's a gathering. It's not a festival. It's free. It needs your help. It needs our help. It needs everyone here today. And everyone showed up, so it's looking quite nice up in this yard, people. Quite nice. I want to bring to the stage the first speaker so we can get this ball rolling, so we can march down the streets of downtown, and so we can come back and have the most beautiful party we can possibly imagine and let all of your craziness shine forth on this yard. Our first speaker is Sheridan Aguirre, Undocu-queer filmmaker and immigrant rights organizer. PJ Raval organizes our speakers for the past couple of years and digs deep into the community and finds the people who need to say something that's relevant to everyone in this yard. So please, everybody, put your hands together for Sheridan And there you are. You're gonna climb up on top. Put your hands together for Sheridan. And let's start this rally out. Welcome to Queerbomb 2015. Thank you for your support. Everyone out there who gave money to the Indiegogo, this is where your money went. And this is where we are. You built a living room. You built a gathering. This is where we are. Let's spend that money right, shall we? Sheridan, talk to these wonderful people.
Thank you. How's everyone feeling tonight? Woo! My name is Sheridan Aguirre. I'm undocumented and unafraid, queer and unashamed. I'm very thankful for this being my first Queerbomb and to be able to share a bit of my story here with all of you today. I immigrated to the United States when I was 1 year old from my birth town of Iguala, Guerrero, in the country of Mexico. I immigrated to Fort Worth, which is where I grew up and spent most of my life before coming here to Austin. And I love Austin, and I want to make this my home. So I'm very thankful that I get to share this with the other people in my community, the LGBTQ community. Guerrero, yeah. So I feel very much a part of this country because I spent so many years here. Now, the time frames and the reasons for which people immigrated can all vary, but I am almost 100% sure that the one thing that immigrants have all had in common is the guilt and the fear and the shame of the actions that we took to get us here. It took a lot of time for me to unlearn the criminality that was given to me when I passed through an imaginary line. It took a lot of time for me to learn that no human being is illegal and that migration is beautiful. Another thing along my journey that I learned was that I was queer. And isn't it just great to be queer? Isn't it great to be born with a heart and mind and soul that defies the laws and the rules that tell us what it constitutes to be normal, what it means to be heteronormative? Isn't it great that we are born knowing that all of that is untrue and that we can create changes? I'm very proud of who I am, and I know all of you are too. And I gotta tell you right now, up here, I have to say that I am doubly proud of the brave, vocal, and beautiful queer and trans immigrants who confront our immigration system. Those who confront the officials who put them in immigration detention centers. Tonight, I'd like to invite a new friend that I made, Sulma, who is in that very process right now. I'd like for her to share her story to all of you. I'd like for you all to meet someone who is in that very process so you can learn how we can help each other, how we can help and uplift our community. Sulma? I'm going to be translating as she speaks.
Hola, ¿cómo está, gente de Austin? Wow, me gusta que estén bien. Esperamos mi traductor. Ok, mi nombre es Sulma Franco, soy emigrante, soy de Guatemala. Tengo 5 años de estar viviendo aquí en Austin. Me encantó Austin. Tengo una pareja que también me robó el corazón y me quedé acá.
My name is Sulma Franco. I've been here in Austin for 5 years, and I fell in love with a wonderful woman who has kept me here in Austin, and I love this community. I love Austin.
Love. Salí de mi país porque tuve muchos problemas con mi familia de abuso. Nunca me aceptaron en mi país. Salí para buscar ayuda aquí en este país porque allá no me aceptaban por ser una persona lesbiana.
I left my country of Guatemala to escape violence in my family because of my identity. I survived that violence, and that is why I am here today in Austin.
Estoy aquí como emigrante, pero ahora por cruzar la frontera me discriminan en mi país por ser lesbiana. Ahora estoy aquí y me discriminan por ser emigrante.
I left my country to escape discrimination, and now I'm facing discrimination here as well.
Pero yo sé que hay gente muy buena Y vamos a levantar la voz todos y vamos a decir, Austin, vamos a parar las deportaciones. Austin, nos vamos a unir todos.
But I know that there are great people here in Austin who will unite together and say, Austin, let's stop deportations. Austin, let's protect our community.
Yeah! Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So we're very honored to be up here and to share our stories. And we'd like to let all of you know that you can all take action. We don't want to disclose how, but keep your eyes peeled for the media this upcoming week, social media as well. KXAN, Telemundo, Univision, probably MSNBC. We make a lot of contacts, but just keep watching the media this week as we fight Zulma's deportation case, because shit's gonna go down and we're gonna make sure that Zulma stays here with our community. So we invite you to channel all of this energy that's here tonight and all the energy that's gonna keep growing so that we can protect so we can love and protect one of our own. So I'm gonna end this with a little bit of a chant. I'd like for you all to repeat this chant. It's gonna go like this. Undocumented, unafraid, queer, queer, unashamed. Okay, we're gonna do that a couple times. You ready? Even if you're an ally, join us. Undocumented, unafraid, queer, queer, unashamed. 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 Thank you, everyone.
Give it up for Sheridan, everybody. Yes! It's a nice little start to the evening. I want to bring up to the stage here a really special person. Lisa Scheps is going to come up to the stage. How many of you out there know who Lisa Scheps is? This is someone who I personally met really early in my years in Austin, who taught me a lot about what the hell I needed to do and what I didn't need to do in expressing the work that I do. Lisa's a trans activist. Lisa's an organizer. Lisa is someone who's been in this city and who has offered so much to this city, theatrically right now especially. Lisa's a special frickin' soul that we have here in Austin, Texas. And this is why we're bringing Lisa up to the stage right now, to give you all a beautiful piece of information from the one and only. Didn't even use the steps? Lisa Scheps, everybody. Give it up for her.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, you guys look beautiful. As a bona fide prude, a word I never use, fucking beautiful. I'm gonna say it again, fucking beautiful. So Sheridan, what a moving talk Sheridan made. And to show the difference in our age, he was up here with a tablet. I got this. So I normally don't speak with a script. I just come up and make shit up as I go along. There, I did it again. But I had to do talking points, so I've got him here. I am just so honored to be here in front of you guys. I cannot tell you how honored I am, because I don't feel that I really fit the demographic. I'm so vanilla. Really, no, I am. And I like vanilla because it tastes good too. But I'm really vanilla. But I think it's important to understand that in a movement, you need everybody, and I'm one of those people. So I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to speak with you, and hopefully you'll give me some slack and like me. Anyway, so my notes say that I'm not the Queerbomb demographic. I'm old paper. I'm mainstream, and I'm boring. I'm boring. Yeah, okay. So here's an interesting thing, that the trans community, this is an incredible time to be gender non-conforming. Gender diverse is what we like to call us. It's an incredible time to be gender non-conforming. Let me tell you a little bit about my journey. I transitioned in 2000, So if I'm doing my math right, it's about 216, carry the 1, 15 years ago. Thank you. The world was really different 15 years ago. So I got involved in the activism market, if you will, right away. And I used to say, how many people have heard of a gay or lesbian person? And we get a smattering of hands, actually relatively a lot of hands. But when I'd say, who's heard of a transgender person? No hands would go up. So today, when I do those same talk, every hand goes up. And every hand goes up when they say they know a gay, lesbian, or bisexual person. So rock on. But it was really interesting. Transgender wasn't even a word when I came out. And there's a group of people that I'm standing on their shoulders. Phyllis Fry, Texan, right here in the 70s on the state capitol in the pink building. She was on the steps fighting for transgender rights in the 70s, kids. 70s. And right now, Phyllis Fry is a sitting judge, the only transgender judge out there. So it's an incredible time to be a trans person. So I said that transgender wasn't a word, but what else wasn't a word were queer, gender variant, gender nonconforming, all this very great rainbow of gender identities that existed but didn't exist. You know what I mean? It didn't exist. Guess how many, I had a high school in Houston, Texas, in Memorial, if you know that area. It was a sort of a, actually there were, it was a lily white area. I never saw a person of color in my entire years at school. Guess how many gay people were in my graduating class of 1,500? 0, yes, 0. Is that true? Fuck no. So now we're out. We're proud and we're here and we've got this group of amazing people, as Paul said, celebrating our otherness, our queerness, and our incredible beauty. So thank you all for being here. So as far as queer trans role models go, I didn't have any. Christine Jorgensen, if you know of her. Renee Richards was in the 70s in the time period of my people. So these were all people that transitioned, and they were very traditional in the way they did things. But they weren't role models to me. So who were my role models in the 70s? Cher. Thank you. I wish I could do Cher. I would. But 0. I had no role models. I thought I was all alone in the world. Now it ain't the case. So I call that transgender 2.0. Where Phyllis Fry was fighting, that's transgender 1.0. But guess where we are right now? We're in transgender 3.0. Damn right. We have Caitlyn Jenner, right? She's incredible. I'm really, really proud of her. We have Laverne Cox. We have Chaz Bono. We have all these people that are really in the public eye coming out, and guess what? People aren't calling them what? Freaks. That's what I was called early on, a freak. My brother's wife, freak. So it was hard back then, but people aren't calling these people freaks. We look at the media now, we see gender diverse people playing really great roles. So we're out there and it's starting to happen. But here's one of the things that's interesting that's happening right now. The lesbian, gay, and bisexual movement is rolling, baby. We cannot stop it. Nobody can stop it. The right cannot stop it, can they? Cannot stop it. So where are they going to set their sights? Who are they going to target next? Who are the people that they're going to throw under the bus? Because they can't do it to gay, lesbians, and bisexuals anymore. Transgender folks, people who are gender diverse. So it's a really exciting, and this happens in every movement. So it's an exciting time to be trans, and it's a very scary time. So notice in the legislature this year, all this bathroom panic. Because I went through all this so that I could sit in a bathroom and prey on young girls. It's true. Thank you for laughing. Somebody laughed. Thank you. Hey, what a joke. Thank you. So I say out there to all of you, thank you for the work you're doing. Thank you for killing it. Thank you for kicking it. Thank you for being queer. Thank you for throwing a bomb out here in the city of Austin. Keep going, keep fighting, keep being queer, keep being different. Let's make Austin weird, all right? Because it's not as weird as it thinks it is, but you guys make it weird. Thank you so much for your time. Go out and kick some ass. Thank you.
Lisa Scheps, everybody! Lisa Scheps, everybody. I want to bring to the stage someone who I think a lot of people in this room know. Such a frickin' kind heart. Such an aggressive little monster when she wants to be. Such a beautiful, beautiful soul who plays a drum right up our alley that keeps our hearts beating. This is someone who I had the privilege of meeting when I first moved here and still work with, and I think a lot of people in this room do as well. I'd like to bring someone who has spelled herself out as a Puerto Rican performer and queer activist, the one and only khattieQ, everybody. Give it up for khattieQ, everybody.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm shaking like a leaf. I don't talk on the mic too much. I usually make noise. But I came to talk a little bit, and I brought notes. So I'm in between the paper and the pad thing. All right. So for those who don't know me, my name is khattieQ, and I'm a little Puerto Rican. I came here 18 years ago from Puerto Rico, and I came here because I felt rejected. I felt rejected because of my queerness and my weirdness. So I came to Austin. And I was like 19, and I totally thought I could scream at the top of my lungs, I'm queer, I'm here, get used to it. Woo! And I was totally happy until little did I know that things were not that simple. And they're not. Then I encountered a different kind of rejection. You see, sorry. You see, growing up in Puerto Rico, my peers were all Puerto Rican. So I didn't really realize or felt become as sensitive about racial issues as I did until I arrived here, and I arrived to the United States, and I realized it's not so united. Don't get me wrong, I always knew I was, la negrita. I always knew, but I didn't feel different from my neighbors. Here, I often find myself in queer spaces, and I'm the only person of color on stage. And sometimes I'm the only person of color in the whole place. And that feels really weird. That feels sad. So then a few years ago, I realized the African American community, they formed this strong community, and I really appreciate it. I'll go. It's a beautiful community of strong and talented individuals, and they're awesome. And what I wonder is, how can we get these communities to get together? how can we get all to unite? Because I'm tired of being the only one. I think we are all one. And I think if we all try to pay more attention to each other and try to understand that we all have different needs and just make a little room for each other, I think that would help a lot. I think that would bridge the gap that I see. And I feel that the more we talk to each other, the more we understand each other, the more change that we will see, and the more we will transfer that to other communities. Show them how it's done. Yep. Sorry, I knew I was gonna cry. I'm a big ball of emotion. Thank you. All right, so I wrote down, I wish I had the magic power to make everyone colorblind. But since I don't have that power and we're not colorblind, maybe we can just start with the little things. Like we can respect each other and love each other and treat each other kindly. I think that would be good, don't you? I brought a little chant that I want to teach you all. It's in Espanol, but I learned how to say it also in sign language. It says, Nuestra comunidad unida jamás será vencida. It means our united community will never be defeated. We will always win. So when we walk, we chant, we say, Nuestra comunidad unida jamás será vencida. Nuestra comunidad unida jamás será vencida. Nuestra comunidad unida jamás será vencida. Have fun.
Give it up for khattieQ, everybody. That is khattieQ. That is khattieQ. That is khattieQ. Thank you, Khattie. We have one more individual to bring up on the stage. I saw this person perform years ago. He's young. He's a fifth-generation Texan. He's a scrawny-ass, tall, long-haired Texan who I saw in a ball gown, very similar to Loretta Lynn's younger years. And I saw this young man rolling around, making my heart laugh, making the room laugh. And there's something really special about this one. There's something really trashy about this one. There's something that sympathy just can't help with this one. But he's special, and he's a jewel here in Texas. His name's Daniel Webb. And I'd like to bring Daniel Webb up to the stage to throw some very cheap pearls of wisdom, possibly stolen from the store that I shop at. This is Daniel Webb, everyone. This is a fifth-generation Texan. This is a comedian. And this is someone who does what she does.
Give me that mic. That's Paul Soileau, everybody. Hello. Hello. Hi, how are you? My name's Daniel Webb. I'm so excited to be here. In case we haven't met, I am a native Texan. I'm very proud of that. Thank you. This is what it looks like. This is the Ted Cruz rally, right? We're here. No, Team Duggar, no. Come on, we're family. Anyway, I'm really excited to be here about Queerbomb. I really just kind of want to echo what everybody's saying. I think this whole thing is about this is what it looks like, and that's what it looks like, and it's about the power of speaking out. I myself am not about labels. I am not gay. I just finger men more than I finger women. So call it what you want, but don't call it gay. Because, I don't know about you people, but it's hard to be gay in Texas. I mean, I know what I'm talking about because I watch a lot of gay porn, you guys. That is not easy. Hello? Gay porn stars have the worst tattoos I've ever seen. Gay porn star tattoos look like something you see on a shower curtain that you'd buy at World Market. It's not easy. But I'm really happy to be here. I think I had an experience. It was a really crazy experience last year. I know the power of speaking out for what it is you believe in, and hopefully speaking out for people that you know and love. I met a man of incredible power and influence. That man is Nick Lachey. I met Nick Lachey, 98 degrees, the least fugly one out of all of them, Nick Lachey. The man had more makeup than Chuck Norris. It was liberating. But I don't know, it's really old news. I met the President of the United States last year. Boring, who cares? I'm such a has-been, you know? Oh, please, calling 2014. They want your queen back. I'm like a meme, you know? But it was something that happened to me. And I got to meet the president, and 24 hours later, I had made international news for standing up for equal rights. And no. Let's be clear, you guys, when I say international news, I mean Butt Magazine. Me! Crown jewel. And before we go any further, I know we're here to support each other and everything like that, but I just want to make sure everybody knows that I'm actually against gay marriage. I'm against it. Fuck it! Listen, watching two grown men slow dance to a Kelly Clarkson song is disgusting! It is disgusting. But I really did, okay, so that happened, and like 24 hours later, I'm getting all these emails and all these messages from all over the world, like, my son's gay in Germany, and you know, we're like Danish and gay, and all this crazy positive feedback that I didn't ask for and I didn't anticipate. And y'all, I'm 33, it's 2015. I did not know that it was that important still. Honestly, I had no idea that it was that important. And it was really amazing to be like the receiver of all that positivity. I just wanted to say receiver in front of a queer audience and see what the reaction was. What is sign language for receiver? Oh. That's good to know. In the past, whenever we needed to have sign language for a receiver, we just point to Paul Soileau. Everybody knew what we were talking about, you know? But it really is the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. In 2015, it's just as fucking important to be a loud voice. We have a lot of work to do, and we're the only people that are there to do the work. You know, because I might be vain and a little imaginative, but I believe in the time when I can just take my sexuality for granted. Like it just is, you know? Welcome to Texas! I mean, you know that old saying where it's like, if you don't like the weather in Texas, just wait 5 minutes, right? And if you don't like the politics in Texas, you have to wait 50 fucking years! 50 years! I mean, people, Greg Abbott and Ted Cruz and Dan Patrick? Ah! You thought it was hard for a gay man to have an abortion. Now, you wait till those bastards get things rolling. I mean, Texas Republicans believe in gay conversion therapy. That's where they think they could convert gay people to straight people. That's terrifying. I mean, I would be converted because if I could be a straight man, I could fuck any gay man I wanted. All of them! But, I mean, and it's a little terrifying. I mean, I thought we were the ones supposed to be converting everyone, right? Texas Republicans are Milli Vanilli-ing the gay agenda, people. That's our song. I mean, it's not so desperate. I mean, if you were to be converted and I were to be converted, what would happen to our Tori Amos bootlegs? You know, we have a long way to go. They're trying to convert us. I mean, gay conversion therapy doesn't even work. Look at Rick Perry. Those glasses. You know? And I come from a simple time, people. I come from the 90s. You know, when Ellen and Rosie and Tom Cruise were all straight. You know, those are the days. But I think that we're making progress. We just have to work together, and I really believe that. I mean, the president said the word trans in the State of the Union address. That's history. It's on the books. It's in there. And I thought that was crazy. I mean, yeah, we have Caitlyn Jenner, but can someone tell that bitch to stop wearing shoulder pads? That is not ladylike. But I want to tell you people this. I live in Texas. I stay in Texas because there's work for all of us to do together. It's been nothing but fun to be here for Queerbomb and hopefully work together with lots of love. Thanks, everybody. My name's Daniel Webb.